Hello everyone and welcome to another episode for Solvi. So before I start talking about the partial fractions, I'd like to remind you that the concept of my channel is that if you have any question or any problem that you'd like to see its solution, just write it down in the comment section below and I'll solve it in a following video. And don't forget to subscribe and like these videos. So let's start by talking about the partial fractions. Partial fractions are very important in mathematics and in engineering also. They are used in many different ways. They're used to get the transfer function, which is something related to feedback and telecommunication and stuff like that. It's also used to find the integration and also used to find the derivatives. So it's basically very important. So in this is the first part of the partial fractions. I have two different ways to solve them. This video I'll use the first method, and in the next video I'm going to show you the other method. So let's start by the first method. First of all, what's the partial fractions? Partial fraction is that when you have one large fraction, a over b, and you'd like a over and b is large, and you'd like to write this fraction as a smaller summation, a summation of smaller fractions, where like let's say this one will be in capital later. So this one will be a over c plus a over e plus d over r or something, which is smaller in size than the original fraction. So let's start by an example. In this video and in the next video I'll use the same example to show you how to solve it in two different ways, or probably I'll use another example, I don't know. So s squared plus 3s plus 2 multiplied by s. So you have here this s can be written as a separate part, a over s. While this fraction is large for us, we should turn it into first degree, and to do that you should use your calculator, or do it by hand. I'll show you how to use the calculator. So you go to mode 5 3 and then you enter the numbers. So the first one is 1, 3 and 2 equals x equals minus 1, so it will be s plus 1 multiplied by s plus 2, because it's minus 2, so it will be s plus 2 times this s. So now you take each small part and put it in a separate fraction. So it will be a over s plus b over s plus 1 plus c over s plus 2. And you take this one, so let's just forget about this one. Now we have this new fraction which is equal to the previous one. Now we have to calculate the values of a, b and c. And how to do that? It's very simple. For a, let's start with a. Always it's equal to limit, when the denominator, limit the s where s goes to the number that makes this denominator equal 0, and obviously it's 0 in this part, of the summation of the original fraction, which was written previously, multiplied by the denominator of this. So basically it would be a equals limit s goes to 0 of, originally it was 1 over s squared plus 3s plus 2 multiplied by s, and then you multiply by the denominator, would be times s. So basically this will cancel with this one, and when s goes to 0, this is 0, this is 0, and this is 2, so we're left with 1 over 2. So a equals 1 over 2. Let's do the same for B and C and check what will we get. So B will equal limit when s goes to the value that makes this 0, which is minus 1, of the original fraction 1 over s squared plus 3s plus 2, I guess, yeah, multiplied by s times s plus 1. So previously we said that this one is s plus 1 times s plus 2. So we cancel this one and we put this one. So this will cancel with this. We'll end up having 1 over s times s plus 2. When s goes to minus 1, so it'll be 2 minus 1 is 1, times minus 1 is minus 1. 1 over minus 1 is basically minus 1. So we now know that b goes to minus 1. Finally, for C, just to do the same, C will equal limit when s goes to, yes, you've guessed it, minus 2, of 1 over s squared plus 2s, no, was it 2s? No, 3s plus 2 times s plus 2, as we said previously. This one is basically s plus 1 times s plus 2. So we cancel this one, cancel this with this, basically end up having, always forget this bracket, end up having 1 over s plus 1 times s goes to minus 2. So it'd be, you know, engineers always use calculators, aren't they? Minus 2 multiplied by minus 2 plus 1 equals half. So C goes to half as A. So basically you're done. So your fraction, your original fraction of 1 over s squared plus 3s plus 2 multiplied by s is basically equal to half over s plus, or let's say minus 1 over s plus 1 plus half over s plus 2. So in the next video I'll show you a different way to solve this fraction, but however let me show you how to double check for your solution. Basically you just try any value of s. Let's try 2. So it'll be s squared is 4 plus 6 plus 2 multiplied by 2. So basically this is 12, 24. So it'll be 1 over 24. If you plug 2 instead of s, you'll have 1 over 24. So basically you must get the same for this one. So half over 2 is 1 over 4 minus 1 over 3 plus 4, half over 4 is 1 over 8. So you do the math, 1 over 4 minus 1 over 3 plus 1 over 8 gives you 1 over 24, which is equal to what you get on this side. Then you are 100%, not really 100, you can try other numbers and then you'll be sure that your solution is correct. So keep up with the channel, because the next video I'll show you a different way to solve the fractions, or in the following video, not necessarily the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and if you have any other question or problem, or mathematical, physics, or computering, electronics, whatever, you can check the topics from my channel, from my previous videos. If you have any problem, just put it in the comments section. I'll get the notification, I'll try to solve it. You can check previously, I had a question related to the continuity and derivatives, and some guy asked me and I responded in like 45 minutes. A new video was uploaded solving his question. So don't worry, I'll do my best to solve your problems. If I didn't respond in a day or two, it's probably maximum 3 days or 4 days, something like that. But if I don't have any exams, then I can respond like in an hour or two. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I'll continue talking about partial fractions.